Okay, abusua makwa abasonko so ediba Ghana politics avenue. So abusua yembonra yensem. Aye finally Parliament are approved Paul Baffoe Boni as a Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, and President Mahama aba appointing aba be congratulate na abusua enye asem keto akrant no tisia no former Chief Justice a friend to kono na wiye aba azisia no Parliament upon afenyo markings any minority neoma bia omyeye no ankwankusi aga intino Paul Baffoe is now a Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. Our President Mahama are congratulating her any asem keto akra. Mommy uncle na yenko kuti ensembia ekoso and Andrew 20 a year 25-26 budget no a year ato forcing a day a hon sembi about to ja a NPP minority omo ebo omo nsem and I say omo like omo bonabaso say na no the buy no the budget na or the buy no na kwema na eda abusua enye asem keto akra ya bere say omo yenko na yenko kuti ensema ekoso okay
they are neutral. They are just trying to fanfool you. And ejebo the 2026 budget ekopiemu ewo Ghana Parliament. Another good news. And so I want to say yen Ghana yenya a new Chief Justice in the person of Justice Paul Baffoe Boni. Inti Araba lawless tokonu ni era as a Chief Justice has come to an end. There is no more Araba lawless tokonu. There is a new Chief Justice in town. His name is Justice Baffoe Boni. Congratulations to him. That under this government, so far so good, so far so better, so far so excellent. Na ena menu bedi nkomo bi afa de esi ewo Ghana. But before then no, ma me momodiana me nka nche wo se enkomo ya menu wudi eye me opinion. It will also fa comment a friend say comment so bra ewo comment section nim. Ye nyina ye nto ato adwene. You are a Ghanaian, I'm also a Ghanaian. We all have a stake in building our motherland, Ghana. It doesn't matter which part of the world you find yourself. Yejina Ghana for, and we need to build our motherland, Ghana, so that we all will be proud of. Nene Assembly SC, the Chief Justice, a year papa, Justice Baffoe Boni, and the Parliament Ajinatu. Say a free nekwe on any the new Chief Justice of Ghana. The days of Akuffo's tyranny, the days of Nana Addo Akuffo's governance, where it was more patriotic than nationalistic approach, is over. It has come to an end. The days where BBNs go to court, because they know clearly they have packed the court. Nti uko kota na wasem say do say nye do ni atwatwene. And in those days is over. Baffoe Boni is now the new Chief Justice of Ghana. Congratulations, sir. I wish you the very best. And I hope so we use wisdom, knowledge, understanding to bring a massive change. The laws of our country be respected, and all men and women shall abide by the laws of our great nation. And I know, sir, you will excel, especially on the account of making sure, sir, and we will bring them to book. They will pay for their crimes. Send ya Ghana no. Ebefan into my pefra. Assembly copy mu Parliament. Ejebo ejenya ba betu. What is the good news? For this parliament a year gathering and the parliamentarians na kweshiemu. The good news they say the 2026 budget was read to us. It yenim niema a what budget ni. Budget ni they are very lengthy. And I mean to me ni budget ni na hon komo. But send ye can na poso no. Me de betuja ama wo hu. They what budget ni. Look, United Nations am paying for the assembly tuja. Omo say baby a wiase na ekono. Wise leaders, wise presidents will first of all consider going into a massive agriculture coming from the United Nations, the UN Secretary General. Say we ask the baby a year kono. Enyansafo omuye leaders no. Wombeko a massive agriculture. And it is not surprise. Say ene Yababenya said this government say obeko into agric massive because we hunu baby wiase no eko. The return of Kwame Nkrumah and Asabe. Ohunu echirichiri ade na waye ne ne. His name is John Dramani Mahama. One ne pamfo the team. Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome Sena, let me welcome Aye Dixon, let me welcome Noble, my sister, to Aye Yedumedie. Now, I see agriculture, epijanimu, it grew by 6% according to Aye, the Minister for Finance, Aye Addo, or we already know he's forcing. So no wonder he's called forcing. Or boy Juma. Now the Okane say, sound policies bring real relief to the people. Sound policy brings relief to the people. Now, what is he trying to say? The minister ne kani say, over food inflation. Wamobe Akuffo Addo pencil. Inflation was somewhere around 54%. The man that claims say they had the men to build the nation Ghana. Oma pencil. Food inflation, the total inflation of our nation, skyrocketed to 54%. These are facts. Because I respect my viewers. So I make sure me prepare me home. I prep myself and I give you a delicious meal. Information. So that tastier, you will come again. Now, Akuffo Addo's time it was 54%. Ubiwe busa say, Atufo sembai edi na abetuja. Inflation reduced from a year 54 no ebeni nam 20.6%. Amene inflation could do 9.5%. Single inflation digit. Your T single inflation digit a check. Nanado Dangwe Akuffo Addo and co and Timi Amaye single inflation digit. Now, what it means, they say non-food are a year from 20.6%, you know. And so I could do 6%. As at November year, a year the finance minister presented the 2026 budget. You know. Now, when we come to treasury bills, we see the rate of the treasury bills no are falling. And also a say the power no to me, economical power no, we are giving it back to the Ghanaian. And you see, young core energy sector. And I heard the finance minister say, over a debt of $1.4 billion. We are not talking about CDs here. We are talking about United States dollar. Maybe a noble, my sister one. Sikano omudi dollars. O see, omabomodiya ama ene so active. All because of Enshishe Papa, the Minister of Energy, Eddie Gu Akwemu, ewo the Ministry of Energy. So which means to say, Akuffo Addo mo can about say Haptel ne PDS ne saa nneɛma no na ye will leader bi otumi ba otumi tutu nneɛma ye emma workers ewo ECG ankasa etumi gina wo mo na so etumi make sure so omeye more revenue collection no omo nsa be ka dodo e de aboa oman no nkoso ampa. I always say when you vote here, remember it has consequences. And one of the consequences of a good leader is say, otimi bomodia eboa wo sikasem. Now, yen free wana yen share ECG or see improve revenue almost 90% per month. Revenue collection of ECG increase 90% per month. And then Akuffo Addo no mo yede. Ana omo gigi ana omo di. Eni ntina ne yente ho asem no. Ana omo gigi ana omo che. Eni ntina yente ho asem no. Because under Akuffo Addo no, ene Bawumia no. Akuffo Addo and Bawumia no, we heard and saw many losses from many of the ministries. Now the ministry was not making profit. Now here let me take time na minchechi mukakra. Governance is about profit making. Chemiye, mamincha sunyane fo. Same michiao. Ima michiao. Governance is about profit making. The more profit you make, and then the more citizens na ewo krum ho no ho towo mo. Because when you profit no, would be betimi building roads, would be betimi building schools, would be betimi building hospitals, infrastructure. And after so ebema the sika ni peko bank bosi kwa je na ode baye the business no ebema the interest rate no eso baye the beba form because government will sika obetumi ade e ama banks no na banks nso etumi nye bi e ama wo mo customers a wo nso editwa. So governance is about profit making. E kro no ayetim no e kro no ye de pe emfaso ye mfa mpe e friend say ahokere. It is a woto aba a say oti ase say woto aba ma abusua panyin a obedi oman no Ghana anim na ye ho atoye. As simple as that. That is governance. That is democracy everywhere in the world. Democracy is all about profit making. And that is why America or Hena say obi hu chire no akobon de bosia no de ni sika ni bia de atoso. Sene asa wo towa na watua ne sika na asa etua interest e de amano. Ti sene Ghana ye kɔ IMF no. IMF na ye kɔ no. Eye omaya sika ne ye kɔ bomo bosia. Enti ebi ye China, ebi ye Germany, ebi ye UK, ebi ye America. Enti mamema omfato ho bi. Under Akuffo Addo, oman no ho chire no ano Akuffo Addo na afei wosre German aban se omune China fo nkasa na China fo entimi nya de embo Ghana bosia. Enti Akuffo Addo ene ne nua Kenoforiata ekopa achaw saa ene eja omutimi nya bosia through that ayenya IMF ba ya eja omabetena krumo na Akuffo Addo sene ye papa Emmanuel Amakofi bo aka emre bi no o se one ne the only president obaba so abanu anim no he was cushioned by IMF o free so no so IMF ototo nuama ba tantantan ema IMF sabe so na sibi inti nation no ye make profit and that profit no enu bi ene etimi sika e de yakwan. Now you see one of the biggest a friend is saying anamoa President bi abade but anamoa President John Mahama etu no one of the biggest and historic the big push. Now so obenya president no obenya akukuduru akase medisika sei ekosha about roads, building roads and infrastructure. But in sini pempen so to say John Mahama die. And it takes a leader who has the great confidence with the finance minister and in the ministers so they can deliver to bring profit on his table. And to fight John Mahama and the big push you will see from next year, God willing, everywhere will be like a construction site in Ghana. Because baby it will be a massive road building. Now, Emra minister no eka budget 17. I saw smiles on the faces of the MPP, especially obi to say a year of forcing Ayerebi MP Kojo Opon Akroma, and the likes of many of the Ashanti MPs. Do you know why they were happy? They were happy because the big push now by the day bano. They are going to benefit from it. Now, what that tells you, say, so your MP, now the constituency for a sue for bad roads, and they are by no be fixes or how no. Or chinebini ya kwatwa bakwa because oh on in the lobby yeminya kwan papa, even though no what a minority party no, even though no what a the opposition party no, even though none buy any binds no. Because say he uses a friend is saying intricacies to lobby. Lobby no I just intricacies in kakran crab press the oh here na buy the bed the bebwan nan in saka. Do you for the big push no buy the buy no? Ultimately say a very massive. And the man the MPP for. And they are applauding this government. For the first time. Budget abaha. Forget about the shenanigans. You could see smiles. Because the big push, according to the minister, they are going to connect Ghana end to end. Which means from the north to south, east to west, central, western, Bono, Ahafo, Oti, Volta, Greater Accra, just say, you're connecting Ghana in a western region where I come from. You're connecting Ghana in with good roads. 4 lanes, a corner 4 back. This is what we want to see. It is long overdue. But thank God, Yinya Obi to say John Dramani Mahama. We see Obebo Modiama, Yensa, Aka, and Yomeya, maybe Bobo Subi, and the actual. Now, what I say, I hear the transformation, no dear, Ashasi, and we all can attest to it. Now, the president, through the minister, BBA, yes, Ronko. Now, as Oliver Twist, many J, but Oliver Twist, I want more for my people, Ghana. Mamincho, the president, Adia. One of the bold policies, I think, say, President Biabebiano should learn from this John Dramani Mahama and these new ministers are almost someone by Ghana. And he's saying, President Mahama has directed all schools, basic to secondary, to only purchase rice, maize, chicken, and eggs produced in Ghana. This alone is a game changer. Now, over the university, over secondary schools, over basic schools, the number of people at a school, no, we are talking about close to about 10 million or so, or even more. Now, if we have people who want to do what he say, not ye, talk Ghana, made in Ghana eggs. Eat feed made in Ghana, eat made in Ghana, buy made in Ghana, eat made in Ghana. It is going to boost the local economy. And Gasikanu and Gasi assessed ko foreign koto akoko. Akoko funu no utumi dapo so abebo so me ba kwa ansa no abedu no. Aye nim ha wa ye feed wo no. Aye wi ha ye liver na ye kidney bebre no. This one ye nim feed no baby ayanga se ne ye feed no de e feed nkoko no. Ye no na ba be de ye bedua eburo no. They are making sure say eburo no ye de ba be de ye de be feed ye nkoko. Enti ye nim aduane a wo mu di organic food a nkoko no di. Iti yesu nim say nkoko no ye benya wo mama ye nkoko a omo ye healthy as ye area yensu ye benya hodene. And I think said this deserves a great applause, a massive one. Now, do you know why I said I am Oliver Twist and I will ask for more? And in the end, Dr. Bapakwesi Indu, ni hotels ni nyina, wo Ghana, Coconut Grove hotels. Omo food a omo nua ni nyina, rice a omo nua no, made in Ghana. Onyusu foreign grain rice. Anything in terms eduane a obeko Coconut Grove a obedi no, enye foreign. Nina local or the local rice, local coconut oil, just be a local. And into the main Kameka say, as Oliver Twist, and ka president, otimi bo modeni a move call your hotels. The finance minister etimi move to the hotels. And we negotiate here. Say, okay, we are not saying that all hotels should have 100% made, made in Ghana a year food products, but at least 30% or 40% or 50%, so that it will help the local economy. I hope Minim said they make Kanasa Asia. Send your president a directive about say every now could be every now could a year schools basic to secondary university in Kano to only purchase rice, maize, chicken, and egg produced in Ghana. I think say the hotels Kanwa Ebeboa.
Okay, abusia we ne ensema ekoso ewo political highway so Paul Baffoe Boni ono ena as the next chief justice abusia enye asam keto akra President Mahama I congratulate abusia ebrema asem mo jepe ne kokotisa ensem we edemai Ghana politics avenue so and don't forget to click on the notification bell send where any updates be you better drop also once a bit to me akabi madam.